What most about Frankfurt I love is the sense of unity that's always been here in Frankfurt. There's always been some kind of leader of some sort in Frankfurt. And a lot of times what made that great was the fact that that leader would be a man. And me being a man, you don't see a lot of male role models in the African American communities, but that's probably one of the things I love most about Frankfurt. I was fortunate enough to grow up around Hispanic people as well as Caucasian people as well as Asian people, and even going through school in Frankfurt, we always came together. When I see the mural, I would love to feel it's just a sense of pride in Frankfurt, a sense of pride in the community in Frankfurt, the businesses in Frankfurt. I would like the murals to also give that effect that, to beautify it, to bring more beauty to the neighborhood. I would like to see the churches as well as the sports organizations. I would love to see the traditional Frankfurt, the L, the businesses that were in Frankfurt at that time. I would like to see the sports organizations in Frankfurt. Frankfurt has always had a major influence in sports with the various high schools and youth organizations. And I would definitely like to see the community leaders. Butch Ballard was a major influence on this community from a music aspect. Bill Gambrell is probably, and still to this day, one of my greatest mentors. Taught me a lot about community, taught me a lot about government and politics and community relations. Just having a Frankfurt Chargers organization, he was able to reach out to a lot of the kids and get us while we were young and steer us in the right direction, especially a lot of us who didn't have a father. I was fortunate enough to have my father in my life, but a lot of my friends didn't, and he played that role. And now he plays that role as a grandfather in the community. The businesses in particular that I would like to see is Frankfurt Hospital, which has always been a staple here. I would like to see some of the past businesses that are no longer here, but have always been a part of the community. Crash Plus was one of those businesses. Just the places that have been here for years, and even some of the businesses that are no longer here. Frankfurt has become a melting pot of people when they start separating, when they start tearing down the various projects around the neighborhood. Frankfurt was one of the communities that started getting people from different parts of the city. I think it took away from the unity in Frankfurt, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, in the sense that now this is an opportunity for people who probably wouldn't have come together at some other aspect in life to come together now. If we could just get the unity back and make everybody feel proud of Frankfurt versus the neighborhood they came from, it would probably make Frankfurt the great place that it's been. I think in order to bring back the unity in Frankfurt, you have to have the older people melt with the younger people. I think there's almost a fear of the younger people in Frankfurt at this point. I think when you see a young male on the corner with his pants hanging off his derriere and, music blasting, it may bring an image of something you see in the movies. But what people don't realize is, just like my generation might not particularly care for the next generation's style, it was the same way from 50s to the 60s and 60s to the 70s and 70s to the 80s. It's just style at the end of the day. People are people, and if you reach out to them, if you show them the respect, you'll get that respect back. So if you can bring these people together, let them see each other, get to know each other, have that respect. And I think it can start as small as something as people just speaking to each other when they walk by them on the street. Frankfurt is family.